everyone. I don't know who's listening, but frankly, Watson, I don't give a damn. No, I decided to go live. I'm talking to myself anyway, so I might as well share the pain. Yeah, so looking forward to either September 9th or September 8th. My sister wasn't clear on that. She's going to contact me on Sunday to let me know if it's Monday or Tuesday that we're going to that house. Should be fun. Seeing my brother and my sister and my brother-in-law shooting some pool, hanging out in the jacuzzi, having several cold ones, and I don't care what my brother says. And hopefully get a good night's sleep. If I can get a good night's sleep. Hey, Jay, wanna join? Just let me know. I'll put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. No worries. Yeah. So yeah, I decided to just do an impromptu live stream. I was talking to myself anyway, so might as well share the pain. If I can get people on board, well, because I really don't know when to do my live streams. There's always someone doing a live stream, and I don't want to move into someone else's space. I mean, someone told me, do your own thing. Yeah, do your own thing. It's just that people are not going to segue from their normal routine to come and watch your little puny channel. So I'm trying to find spots where there's less people, so I have more chances of connecting with people. It's okay. I always talk to myself anyway, so might as well do it. Do on YouTube. Hey, I might get a troll or two. I had my first troll, but since I'm on StreamYard, I'm not using YouTube. I blocked him 4 times, and he was still not blocked. So someone told me I have to be on YouTube at the same time to block him, and so I guess I'm gonna have to do that the next time just to make sure that yeah, everyone goes live. And some go live like multiple times a week. I mean, come on, guys. You can get content. I know people want to be monetized and all this crap, and they need hours, viewing hours. But I mean, if you're going live 5 times a week, but at the most you get 3 viewers during your live stream, and that's a good night. So I mean, what's the point? Go just pick one night and do something like special on that night instead of if you want to go live, join another person's channel. And if there's no one there, well, reach out to people. You want to do a live. Okay, we'll do a live. We'll either do it on your channel or we'll do it on mine. Up to you. So too many people are doing multiple live streams every single night. I mean, come on, guys, take a break. You'll probably get more views if you do like one big one a week. just like only slabs. Show us what you got. Spidey's out back. Only do one a week, and it's a big one. So what do you think of my picture frames? Yeah, I don't know why I put this one there so low. I was looking at the camera the other night and said, why did I put that low like that? It should be here, right there. And I have another one that goes on that side. Captain America that goes on that side. This one here is a uh, yeah, that's a Spider-Man, but the other ones are Captain America. And they're gonna be up there, so and then I'll probably put something on here and here because I have room. I'll probably put something up there. I'm gonna put some there. There's one that I want to put on that side, but by the time I get it, it'll be close for me to move. That's a bass, yeah. It's a Squire Bronco bass base. Squire Bronco base, red. Well, actually, I have a blue strap. It's red with a white pig guard, so it's for me. In French, that's bleu blanc rouge, and that's Montreal Canadiens colors. So, and I didn't even notice that till a year after I got the base because I bought it used, and I bought that and the amp for $200. So, but the other day I turned on the amp. The amp is not a bass practice amp. It's a cheap ass guitar practice amp, and it's not made for a bass. You can see it's not made for a bass because of the driver. Mind you, I could probably just change the driver and that'd be enough. So, anyways, the other day I was trying it and I had no volume, no sound was coming out. And then I went to touch the pickup, like my thumb touched the pickup, and all of a sudden I had the volume was cranked up to max. Well, I had cranked it up to max, but then I turned it down and I tried again and there was no sound. And then I got it to work, but it's like intermittent. I'm gonna have to. There's a guy I know who fixes guitars, bass guitars, whatever. I've gotten him to fix a acoustic electric bass guitar before for me. Turns out that it was just like a wire. The pickup was a wire, and the wire was a wire for a guitar and not a bass. So he had to go like this with the wire so that the part of the wire that was like the pickup part would catch one of the well there was one string that I had no sound at all. So he fixed that. So I'll probably bring him my bass and say, listen, something's wrong there. Yeah. But I'm gonna try some contact cleaner in my the plugins and my amp and my bass and all the controls. I'm gonna try some contact cleaner. I think it's $14.95 on Amazon. Hey, Las Cruces. Welcome, Las Cruces. My buddy from New Mexico. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm just talking bullshit. I'm just letting people know. Jay was asking about my bass guitar. Yeah, I got a bass, I got an amp. I got a pretty good collection of Blu-ray movies because I like my physical media. I don't care if it's 4K or not, as long as it's Blu-ray. The rest is just gravy. So yeah, so that's and I got some action figure that I should take out, but I'm gonna wait till I'm at the other place because I'm gonna move in June. So yeah, that's the problem with the. This is too expensive. This is a bachelor, and I'm paying 1,020 a month. So it's ridiculous. I'm paying more. I have the smallest apartment of the building, and I'm paying more than anybody else, which is, and I'm not the last one in. I've been here for more than a year. So yeah, so I'm gonna there's one thing that I wanted to put there, and it's a sticker like those two portholes. Those are stickers, but non-permanent, so I can peel them off. And I want to put one on that wall, but it's made like the screen of the Starship Enterprise, the main view screen on the bridge. It's about 32 inches wide by, I don't know, what, 15 inches high, but it really looks like a view screen. So I want one of those in the living room because then it'll be my Starship. That's what I want. I want a Starship. Yeah, I'm old, but I'm still young at heart. My ultimate goal is if I were to win the lottery, I'd have a man cave that looked exactly like the inside of the Nostromo in Alien, the bridge of the Nostromo with those seats there with the duct tape and the old CRTs. But I put LCDs obviously, but the old CRT look. So you can put some kind of a glass that looks like a CRT, but in back it's an LCD. I know I'd have the ultimate uh, playhouse, and all the switches do something, even if it's just turn on the light. Who cares? So how you doing, Las Cruces? How's the weather in New Mexico? And where are you, Jay? Where do you live? I'm in good old Buckingham, Quebec. Population 16,000, give or take a few hundred. Taxes. Yeah, you see, right now, my favorite NFL football league is the Texans because I like their logo. And they got the red, white, and blue. So, I mean, for me, it's bleu, blanc, rouge. And that's Montreal Canadiens. So it's close to Montreal Canadiens. So the colors match. So I'm fine with that. Oh, I could have picked like the Washington Capitals because they have red, white, and blue, or the New York Rangers because they have red, white, and blue, or I think New York Islanders is not red, it's orange, white, and blue. Oh well, 85. That's good. Here it's about, I'd say probably about 73 Fahrenheit, 74 Fahrenheit, or something like that. So how's the weather in Texas, Jay? Oh well, yeah. We had that a couple of times this year here in Canada. Jesus Christ! I think we're becoming like. I think that the planet is like tilting, well, turning, I guess, but not in the way it's supposed to turn. So we're getting more heat waves. We're getting less winters. The winters are shorter. When it's cold, though, it's really cold. It's brutal cold there. Yeah. And if it were to snow, we wouldn't have that cold. It doesn't feel as cold when it's snowing. I know. I've walked in snowstorms. Uh, People slept at my friends' houses while I was going home. No, we didn't hear either. But the problem is when there's not that much snow, it's brutal cold. So it's humid. It goes right through the clothes. I don't care how many layers you can put. We had a lot. We had a lot of cold days. Okay. Oh well. Here when it's winter, it's winter. Shit. Do you ever know it's winter? Hey, I want to show you something. Just a minute there. I'll be right back. I want to show you guys something today. When when I went to my when my sister was diagnosed with dementia, she went to the hospital. We had to try to recuperate papers and what had important papers from her apartment. So I went, and at the same time, I looked for anything that I don't know would remind me of her. So, and I found this. I'm gonna try to. Oops, like a pendant, Black Panther. So, and because I started collecting comic books, I say this was meant to come back with me for sure. The chain is too long for me to wear because it would end up something like this. I think that's too long, so I'd have to shorten the chain somehow, and I don't want to do that. But it's cool. Eh? Nice little Black Panther to go with my comic books. And I'm gonna move this guy up here to be in line with these two. Yes, that one's killer. That one's like 3D. Hulk is like a cutout, and the comic books are cutouts too, and they're all at different levels on the frame. This one is what do you call that? Embossed or something like that. And this is like it's either plastic or metal. I'm not sure which one. I have another one, which is a lenticular, but something's wrong with the lenticular glass. It's either dirty or Maybe it was exposed to sunlight too much and something happened because there's more than half of it that is brownish, and you really see the difference from one side to the other there. One side is really ugly compared to the other side. So I'm gonna see. Someone tried to open it. I know because like the paper's torn off in the back, and there's a part of a plastic frame that's been broken off. So I'm gonna have to see if I can push the glass in. If I can, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna see if I can clean it. If I can't clean it, I'll go check. I'm pretty sure I can get a piece of clear plexiglass cut that same size, and I'll just replace the glass with a clear plexiglass. I won't even bother with the lenticular. I'll just, it'll still be cool to have it. So it's still a Jack Kirby Captain America. So yeah, I just wanted to do a short live to see if I can at least get something going. I can get if I can get people in the chat and maybe one or two panel members to join me. Well, hey, get a conversation going. And yeah, give me a second, guys. There, I'm not going anywhere. It's just that I need to do something that I don't want to show on YouTube. I don't vape, so I don't want to show myself indulging in my for medicinal purposes. No, I'm not picking my nose, Las Cruces. No, no, I was smoking, but not a cigarette. Let's leave it at that. Well, that's right. I forgot. I didn't show this. Okay, let's see if I can turn this sucker on. Finger? My Green Lantern ring. I got this with a DVD, and this was in it to put the ring in. Ring goes here. And the DVD was green. The box was green. That was kind of cool. And this I've had for like 3 years, and I don't turn it on long, but I turn it on often, and it's still working. So I'm gonna put that somewhere. I don't know. Find a spot, maybe there. Yeah, and I want to change my TV. My TV is a TV that I saved from my sister's apartment when we had to pretty much abandon everything because we had no place to store the furniture. So landlord inherited a bunch of things that he shouldn't have, but hey, we saved as much as we could. Again, I have to leave you. I'll be right back. I'm not going far. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna look to see, maybe put my base on the wall right there, but then it'd be high. If I want to practice or whatever, I have a stand. I don't know yet. I'm leaving in June anyway, so I'm racking my brains out how to put things, but I'm gonna move, so I don't really need to rack my brains out. I just wanted these up to have some kind of a background because I don't like anemic backgrounds. Like two of my friends on YouTube. I won't name their names because they already know who they are. No, I'm not picking my nose here. I don't pick my nose. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with my sister, my brother-in-law, younger brother. We're going either Monday or Tuesday. We're going to this house my sister rented. We meet each other once a year because we're only three now. We were six, and now we're three in the family. So we meet once a year for a dinner. But both years it didn't really go that well. Either the service was crappy or the food was crappy. So we she decided this year, I maybe I can get us an Airbnb, and she found this huge kick-ass house. I mean, this place is like, woof, maybe I can share this. I think I can share an image. Let's see. That's not what I want. I don't know if that's not what I want. Where's the desktop? Desktop. There we go. Oh, here. I don't know where oh, no. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So this year, maybe I can't even zoom in. Yeah. So this is the house where we're going. Cool place. Yeah. That's gonna be a nice place. Yeah. There's the jacuzzi, pool table. We each have our own bathroom. 4 bedrooms, and we're getting our own bathrooms. 4 bathrooms. Can't wait to see this. I gotta take plenty of pictures and try to shoot some video. I don't know if my brother-in-law, my sister are gonna enjoy being guinea pigs on my channel, but what the hell? Yeah, oh, no, we each get a bathroom. Like I don't know if they're full bathrooms, all of them, but we each get a bathroom. There are 4 bathrooms in the house, so yeah, we got everything. We got washer and dryer. We got the barbecue outside. We got the barbecue grill outside. We got the oven, the fridge, every that like the it. This place is like a that's a mansion. Can't call it a chateau yet because it's not. big, high, and made out of bricks with towers, whatever. But it's like something like that you used to see in that show there, Dallas, or there was another one there that was like derived off of Dallas. I think it was in the 90s with people you love to hate. Oh yeah, and I'm bringing my laptop for a plan B because I have a hard time sleeping. So if I can't fall asleep, I'll have my laptop and my portable hard drive so that I can watch movies. And have any of you seen Nobody 2? No? I just watched it earlier this afternoon, and yeah, yeah. It's not as good as the first one. The first one was like, whoa, that was different. Just the same thing with another two movies that are good are Becky and Wrath of Becky. You haven't seen those movies, you got to see those movies. It's like violence, but with comedy, so it's not as bad. You Because of the comedy, you don't really notice the violence until it's too late. So when you notice it, it's already past. So because the comedy distracted you enough to push you off the rails. So yeah, Becky too. One I didn't like. I liked Megan, but I didn't like Megan too. Nope. Megan too. There was no. Nope. Completely changed the dynamic, the storyline. So no. So I had a flat tire on my mobility scooter. So I bought some green slime. They sell that at Canadian Tires. This green potion there that is really disgusting there. It's almost like if you were to put pulp, like orange pulp. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Kenneth. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to my live stream. There we go. We got greetings from everyone in the chat. And, well, we're not that many, but there were a few. So, and we're enjoying each other's company. So, hey, as long as you're willing to listen to my bullshit. I just like this community. People are so nice. They're generous. They're generous with their knowledge. They're generous with their time. They're generous with their books because I've received books like right and left. My whole hardcover collection, my omnibus, and my one absolute, and pretty much all my trade paperbacks are AOKs. And I have at least this wide worth of trade paperbacks. And I've got, if you count the two omnibus and the one absolute, the hardcovers with those I have about this wide. Well, maybe a little more like this. So I have quite a few, and they're all pretty much all of them are A-OKs. The only ones I bought were Future Quest, and that's volume 1 and 2, and Future Quest Presents volume 1 and 2. Plus, I bought the Space Ghost. That's the original 6-issue miniseries, DC miniseries, which is the same as my logo. This here, this one here, that's the cover for the trade paperback. So I have that one. That one I bought. I bought a Spider-Man, which is, I think, that contains the origin of the black suit. Oh, and I just reminded you that I have to mail out a bunch of packages now. I have to send a package. Oh yeah, I have quite a few. I have just issue 1. I have 13 different covers. But then I found out that in total there's 240 something. So I said, fuck it. After 13, that's it. Some might say unlucky 13, but hey, I stopped there because you can go down a very deep rabbit hole. You try to collect all the Space Ghost covers. Nope. Jigs and Big Lion Cat are trying to collect all the Space Ghost covers. And they are serious. But one night I managed to impress them with the covers that I had. There were a few out of my collection, and I only have 13. But there are a few in my collection that they hadn't seen before. So I guess some of them are probably like easier to get in Canada compared to the States. So I like that fact that I was able to impress them. Yeah, so I have a few. I got quite a few Vampirella books. I'm gonna have to one of these nights there. I'll be prepared. I'll open the box. I'll have some kind of marker to show the beginning of the Vampirella collection so that I can put them back, because I have quite a few. I mean, I've got close to half a short box just of Vampirella covers, and I'm not collecting it because of the stories. Nope, I collect covers for Vampirella. It's about the cover. It's about the artwork, because I have some really nice ones. I don't know if they're worth anything. I'm not buying them for that. I'm just buying them because I like them. I have one Jenny Frizen. I'm gonna get another one. There's another one that I saw that's good, that I like. I'm gonna get that one, so I have more than one. There are a few that I don't know who the artist's name is, but they can really render a really nice Vampirella. There's one there, she's like this, and she's pissed off, and I think you can see some blood dripping off of her fingernails or something like that, but you see her whole body, and she's in front of this stonework, No, no, that one there is like that's in my opinion, that's my best cover of all of them. There, that's my best cover. The colors are like they pop. Okay, so I'm just gonna yes, I'm gonna go pick my nose again. Let's go just so covers shape. The only ones that I collect to read are Alien. Well, I collected one series. That was it. The first one that Marvel did recently. 12 issues, I think they were. So I got that one. I read that one. Reminded me of Alien, the first one. It had about the same mood. Was more of a thriller, not a horror movie. It was more of a thriller. It's almost like a who done it, but again with a very slow pace. So and I have Space Ghost that I'm reading that I read. Well, I'm reading. I'm still waiting for one cover of annual one because I didn't know that annual one was the end of the arc. They could have they didn't say anything about it beforehand. Everybody thought that was a 12 issue miniseries. No, annual was some. It all of a sudden went. That's the last issue. Really, no wonder it said to be continued or something like that at the end of issue 12. Now I was pissed. Said, Jesus Christ, not again. 1989 Wolverine 17. Okay, well, I have no idea what that is, so let's find out. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, see, not that bad. 24.99 or best offer, $8 shipping. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can go like this, and then if I come back here, can I share screen? This one? Is that one? Is that the one? Yeah, that's what I figured. I'd like to see that same Wolverine, but against a more um, diffused, let's say a real background, like trees or buildings or whatever in the background, but diffused so that it's out of focus a little bit, and him like really punching through the air. That's what I'd like to see. But they'll never do that because it's an original idea. Uh, I know they'd never do that because it's an original idea. I can grab this. So what? Yeah. Oh, I did. These are future quest. It's good artwork. Good artwork. And request presents. Here, I see Birdman. Birdman. Sandor and the Herculoids. Yeah. Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles. I know. I mean, the 1960s, we had the best cartoons on TV, and these were only like 7 or 8 minutes long. These were great. I still watch them. I have them through certain means. I've amassed quite a collection, quite a digital collection. Thank you very much. Of I've got Space Ghost. I've got Galaxy Trio. I've got Herculoids, Frankenstein Jr., Birdman. I think I have Wacky Races. I have Captain Scarlet. I have some Thunderbirds. I have some Fireball XL5. I don't have any Speed Racer though. I'd have to check for that. Speed Racer. At least get the movie, even though it was a bomb. Well, you see, this is fun. At least I'm not talking to myself. There are some people to answer me. Yeah, so I have Space Ghost, Herculoids, Space Quest right now. That's what I'm collecting. A few Vampirella covers here and there, which I have to order. And there's one that I should have ordered when I ordered the 3 books, but I held off and now I regret it. It's a Herculoids issue 1, the A cover, but it's an ash can. And I only have 2 of those, 2 ash cans, and I'd like to get one for the Herculoids would be appropriate because I have the one for Space Ghost. And Herculoids is something that is very important to me as a child growing up. Bowl of cereal, sitting in front of the TV, waiting for the only American channel to come on air. First, it would be the snow, and then it would be the Indian head test pattern, and then all of a sudden, whoop, we had the channel. Oh yeah, the Herculoids, Frankenstein Jr., Birdman, Galaxy Trio, Space Ghost, and then you can go further, Josie and the Pussycats, the Herculoids, and not the Herculoids, the Impossibles, Wacky Races, Moby Dick, My Thor, Dino Boy, and I can go on and on and on. These are all Hanna-Barbera. I'd like to see if I could play uh, a theme song from Space Ghost, because I don't know if it's public domain or not. I don't think so. I don't know if anybody still owns the rights to the theme song of Space Ghost. I mean, the 1960s cartoon. I'd share it, but I can't hear any sound or barely any sound. I don't get it. I don't understand why, when I'm on StreamYard, I can't listen to the the video I'm sharing. Everybody else hears it fine. I don't, and I don't understand why. The Herculoids, Birdman, Galaxy Trio, Dino Boy, Mytor, Moby Dick, Shazam. There was a bunch. My favorite was Space Ghost, and I'm getting a Phantom Cruiser that's this long, 3D printed by my good friend Tony Old Wolf. He 3D printed me a Phantom Cruiser that I found. I found the STL file for free. And this Phantom Cruiser comes with its own base. And there's the Space Ghost logo 3D printed in the base itself. So, and I'm gonna paint it. He sanded it. He filled it with filler primer, sanded again. So he 3D he put another he sanded, wet sanded, put another filler primer, wet sanded again, put another filler primer, and he's sending it to me so that I can paint it. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get it. And I'm gonna try to do it with spray cans, because I was pretty good with spray cans. The last time I painted something with a spray can, I did a really good job. It's mists. It's mist. You don't linger on a part. You start before the part, you end after the part. You mask what you need to mask so that no paint goes where you don't want it to go. Because I was pretty good with a paintbrush. This hand shakes, not this one, and I'm right handed. So no, I'm gonna paint the shit out of that one. That's that Phantom Cruiser. That's even better than having a 3D printed Space Ghost. So I always loved that shit. And the fact that it was you could go invisible with it. How cool is that? The only thing, you always saw the outline, so kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, you're not really invisible if we can see the outline. Hey, so not bad. Not bad at all. Lasted an hour. Yeah, I'm thinking about buying one of those 3D printers. I seen a few there. For $250, you can get one that's not bad. It's a filament, obviously. It's not one of those baths there where you put like some kind of, I don't know, what is it? Carnation instant breakfast in there. It's almost like chocolate milk, only it's blue. It's the same thing that Luke was drinking there, or pouring in the cereal on Tatooine. And blue whitish shit. Me neither, but hey, you got to start somewhere. Can't be afraid of technology, my friend. You have to embrace it at some point. Hey, took me 12 years to embrace my phone. So, and I still got it. Oh, I want to try it. I want to try it. I 3D print the shit out of it, a lot of things, because you can find so many STL files that if you size them right and you combine them right, you can do something that is like really cool. I was thinking if you could print like action figures of your favorite hero superheroes. Okay, so how would like Superman be posed if you're looking at him? Okay, he's flying this way, so he'd be like this. And he'd be stretched out like this with his arms like this. Okay, Batman, how would he be? Well, he'd be like this because he's hanging from the thing with the batarang or this grappler or whatever. A wire from there. Okay. What about Green Lantern? Okay, well, Green Lantern would be flying too, but he doesn't have to be straight on. He can be a little bit like this. So, and you put them at different scales. So one is smaller than the one in front of it, and so on and so forth. So you force perspective the whole thing, and you make some kind of a shadow box. Would make like a great diorama. Mm. You could do Star Wars too. You could do Star Trek too. Star Trek would be a little bit boring because they're all in uniform and nothing's going on except the red shirt dies. You can buy a model kit, by the way, AJ, for the Airwolf helicopter. It'll probably cost you an arm and a leg, but you can buy a model kit because I know that there's a model kit that exists for the Airwolf. There was one for the Blue Thunder. I built that one. I built that one. I mixed my own paint because there was no blue that was like the blue in the movie. So I mixed my own paint. And even my brother Phil said that I had done a good job with the paint. But yeah, there's a model kit. Go on eBay. You can find it there, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, there's a model kit. If not, somebody is 3D, you can 3D print it, or there's a file that exists. Like Thingiverse or something like that there. And sometimes on those sites, you if you pay a little extra for the file, they'll 3D print it for you. So they'll send it to you in pieces, and all you have to do is assemble it. Oh. But not all the sites offer that service. And right now, if it's a business that's doing that with the tariffs, nope. It would have to be someone like, you see, Tony's sending me that that Phantom Cruiser and a comic book. He's not sending it as a business. He's sending it as a gift from an individual. So I think that's gonna pass, no problem. I won't have to pay any stupid tariffs or whatever. But if it's a business that's trying to ship something to Canada or vice versa, we're screwed because they're gonna charge that stupid tariff fee. So so I'm hoping that I can send these prints to Rob and like the comic books for Simon and his comic book because I'm giving one to Rob too because I know he's gonna love this and I know he doesn't have it. So I just have to prepare the boards on each so that he knows that okay, this is Simon's, this is yours, this is for comics curing cancer. So, anyways, yeah, I wanna send those. I got two prints. One is Black Panther, the other one is Optimus Prime. And I showed it, I think it was last night. I showed it to someone, I can't remember who. And I said, "Hey, if you're a Transformer fan, if you want it, there we can talk. There we could talk." No, no, he says, "Send it to Comics Curing Cancer. I'll happily bid on that one because I think it's really nice." Okay, well, fine. I'll send it to Rob. He can either auction it or whatever. I'll tell him about the fact that someone's interested and he's willing to bid, so he might as well auction it. So, anyways, that and Black Panther. Plus, I'm sending 3 comic books to Mad Spidey, Simon, plus a keychain. And I'm sending a book to Rob Fatstacks for all he does. And he sent me a slab as an AOK. And I didn't even know the guy. I was just like like a number in the chat. So but it was fun to interact with all these guys. It was fun. We could make jokes. Nobody's doing anything, and he gave me my first slab, and it was a CGC signed slab, Vampirella on top of that. So I mean, he kind of pushed me in the direction, the direction of Vampirella without knowing that I really like that character. So, oh yeah, a really nice slab, uh, signed by uh, Jusco, Joe Jusco. Is that it? Yeah, I think it's Joe Jusco. Yeah, and it's a 9.8. I can't go wrong with that. I think I bought one, two. I think I bought 3 slabs in all. Yeah, Joe Jusco. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I bought 3 slabs in all, and I have 13. All the rest were one, or maybe I bought a little bit more, but I didn't buy half as much. Like I didn't even buy 6. I'm sure of that. So the rest are all either winnings or A-OKs. So I mean, it's crazy. This community is crazy. That's why I tried to do something. Like I want to do a giveaway, and I have a couple of books there that I can give away. So I'm gonna try to do a giveaway on one of these live streams. That'd be nice. I want to do something for the community and give back. Even for them, it might represent the moon. For me, it's I already have these, or I don't collect these. So for me, it's not. It doesn't matter. If you're gonna send me something, make sure that it has to do with what I collect, because otherwise, I'm gonna pass it on, and it just adds to the shipping costs. If you don't have to ship it again, it's out there. No, it's crazy. You can win big freaking books. I mean, I won the first time I won a slab was it was a newsletter. I don't know why I subscribed to this newsletter, and he's ghosted everyone. I don't know what happened. I haven't had any news, but there was this newsletter, and the first giveaway that they were doing was a CBCS 8.5 yellow label, um, original sin number 4, The Amazing Spider-Man, signed by Stan Lee, and I won. The first time he does a giveaway, and I said in the comments, I said, "Oh, it's something that I'll never win, but damn, it would look good in my collection." He wrote back, I don't know, 2 weeks later, and he says, "Do you remember these words?" And he copied and pasted what I had written. And then he wrote at the bottom, he said, "Yeah, it's you. You won." Yeah, I want to trade it. I want to trade it. It's up for grabs. It's up for trade. If someone can find me a graded CGC between a 3 and a 5.0, Space Ghost #1 gold key. It has to be gold key, not that DC shit. I'm talking gold key. This is 1960s. So yeah, I know my book is worth enough with Stanley's signature and the book itself that maybe a clean in the press would probably bump that up to a 9 or 9.2. So and you can get it with the signature or the authentication with the CGC now. So instead of the CBCS, you could do a CGC one with a little black band at the top. So that could be done. I just want a gold key, Space Ghost #1 in a CGC between a 3.0 and a 5.0. Not asking for more than that. Straight trade, no money exchange or whatever. We just trade. And if it's possible to meet when we trade, even better. I can go as far as Ottawa. I can get someone to drive me to Ottawa, no problem. Oh, I'd like to be nice to get my Space Ghost #1 because I know that if I really want a Stan Lee signature book, whether it be a CGC or CBCS or whatever, I can find one. A Space Ghost #1 is not that common. So, and for me, it's important because it's what I grew up with. New Mexico and Texas too far. What for me to meet? Well, of course, we're talking Ottawa, Ontario here, so I'm talking like a 20-minute drive right now. So it's because the the absolute that I have, I picked up in Ottawa. The guy delivered it in Ottawa, so we went to pick it up. I was so happy. Those are big honking books, my friend. And I had the one of the omnibus I have is Infinity Gauntlet. That is a one stupid book. I get the page, I think it's like 680 or something like that, and it's like the end. We're done. But I got this many pages left. So what the hell is this? So I don't know, maybe I missed something. So I start flipping through the pages, and all of a sudden I start reading, and all of a sudden something seems familiar, but I'm getting something else here. And then I get to the second issue, and wait a minute, I read all this, but I didn't read all this. It's related to what I already read, so it's like insert. They should have been like inserted in the first 680 pages instead of being at the end. But like there's almost as much material at the end than there is for the stupid story, so they should have put them in, but they didn't. So I had to download the list of how the issue numbers and which issues to read in what order in order to read the Infinity Gauntlet correctly. So it's in the timeline, because it doesn't make any sense. You're reading what I already read this. We know what happens. You have to have them inserted. So that's me. That's my opinion. That's my rant for tonight. Hey, we made it. Well, we did 1 hour. That's not bad. Damn. And I had two people in the chat. That's Cruces and Jay. So hey, thank you for hanging out with me. At least I don't have to talk to myself. What do we got here? Mm, we'll get to it. There we go. No, so I want to try to find a spot, a time and a day or a night that I can do a live stream, have some people in the chat, some people in the panel, just hang out, talk about anything, answer questions. Yeah, you see, talking to yourself is okay. It's when you start to answer that's the problem. So, see, which I try not to do. Answering myself there is, oh, okay, we're talking, we're getting close to it. So don't really need that part. But sometimes I almost hear myself as a third person talking to myself. So whoa, wait a minute there. Okay, better smoke something, John. Oh yeah, and since it's just us three, a lot of people call me John too. But I don't want people in the chat to call me John, because John is common, Gene is not. And that's my real name, Jean. So yeah, so I gotta go see the logo that Fish Cap Comics. I think that's what it is. Fish Cap Comics made for me with Space Ghost there. He said I was messing with thumbnails. So I did this. Let me know what you think. damn, can I use it on my YouTube channel? I said, yeah, sure, go for it. Okay. Toof. It was up about, uh, at the most 20 minutes later. So I want to go see if I can get some stickers made. If I can get some stickers made, every time I send books out, well, at least I'll have my own stickers. But I'm gonna ask the printer to see if he can add at the bottom IG old underscore fart underscore JM. Fish cap. Yeah, he's the one who made the my logo. I guess he likes Space Ghost too. Hey, if you two guys want to join the panel, I can put the link in the chat, and you can join live with me instead of just me talking to the chat. Yeah, portholes, as in a ship, like a a boat. You open them, and if water comes in there, so you have to keep them closed most of the time, especially if you're below the water level. You don't open those. So, but if you're over the water level, then you're okay. You can open them, and there's air coming in. In this case, it's space. I got these on Amazon. I thought they were cool, and I got the bigger ones. They're about, yeah, about this high, about this wide. They look like jet airplane windows. They're for decoration. Those are stickers. Welcome, nobody special. They don't open. They're just stickers, and they're non-permanent stickers, so you can remove them and move them around if you want. I just kept the backing so I can stick them back on the backing, and then roll them up, put them aside till I get to the other place, and they're really cool. Though. There are big ones. There are ones that you can put on the floor. They look like holes, so you can put that there just in front of the fridge or in front of the bathroom or something like that. Yeah, and I gotta fix this. Whoop. Yeah, this one. I gotta move it up there. And there's another one that goes over there. And then I got something that goes there. Got something that goes there. It's just temporary, but I gotta hang them to see what it looks like because that's pretty much what I'm gonna do at the other place. I know I'm gonna have a living room, so I'm pretty much planning out what I'm the way I'm gonna set things up. And I'm only using push pins to hang the everything. So this one, that one there took two push pins because that one's heavy. Those are the cutouts are all pieces of wood, and the frame is really massive and really sturdy. So and that one has a Marvel sticker in that. So does that one, and the lenticular one too. But it's fucked. I don't know. Hey, no need to be shy here. Actually, you don't even need to show your face. You can have just your avatar, whatever, in the background, and you can see little pulsations, little waves coming out of the logo when you're talking. So you don't even have to show your face. I know my friend, what is it? Flat Earth Santa doesn't show his face online. Yep. I don't blame him. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to. That's as simple as that. I mean, to each his own, right? I respect that, right? Someone doesn't want to show their face, that's fine. Doesn't bother me, so I'll be right back. I gotta go get a refill. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to leave you. There we go. Sorry about that too. Cheers, everyone. Hey, no advertisement. I'm not saying what I'm drinking unless someone twists my arm. Any Star Trek fans in the chat? I'm trying to find something. This here is like the best. Let's I can share this. Share screen. This is it. Yep. That's one of my favorite Star Trek episodes. You can watch this. If you haven't watched this, you need to watch this. That guy who plays Galdar Heel the Cardassian in prison there. The way he talks to Kira Nerys is like epic. Just it whoa. It's like whoa. You're taken aback by the way the power and this behind his voice and everything. I mean, that's one of the best Star Trek episodes. That's Star Trek. Even though there's conflict in that episode, it's Star Trek. It means something. There's a meaning behind it. I really like Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It was different. It didn't always show the bright and flashy and um, antiseptic clean environment. Hey, this is a Cardassian station. It's not spick and span like on a starship or on a star base. So it's a Cardassian station. We had to adapt. We're working on it. It's still gonna look like a fucking spider, but we're working on it. See, I'm rambling on, and at least I got people that are. You let me know when you leave. I don't want to be talking to myself. I already talked to myself enough. One thing I have to try this guy at some point. See if I can. So there we go. Yeah, I want to try this guy at some point. He's plugged into a mixer. I have the thing is I have Bluetooth headphones, but there's a mic. So if I use the Bluetooth headphones, it cancels out this mic. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check to see if I can disable these so that I can still have this one. Because I'd like to have the headphones and I can have the headphones, but I have to have a wire in it. A wire is kind of awkward. With Bluetooth, I wouldn't have to have a wire, and I could use this guy because I think this one would. This is a good microphone, and I only paid like I think it was $49 for the microphone, the arm, and a sound card with the like applause, laughter, explosions, whatever. I got weird sounds on that thing, but I'm checking to see if I can find a video how to modify it to put my own sounds there. And then I put my own sounds, which would be sounds appropriate to my channel. Because I know I have software that I can do cuts just for sound. So I could put those on there easily. I just need the right chip. All I have to do is use the buttons as the interface for the chip. All you have to do is change the sounds. So I'm thinking there's got to be a way to interface with that box, the circuit inside. So, well, I'm glad you're still here, amigo. Yeah, so I'm starting to enjoy football a bit. Some catches there are really spectacular. When they say they're climbing the ladder there, they're really climbing that fucking ladder. Jesus, right? They jump up in the air, I mean, and they catch the ball. And I don't get it. I never see any scratches on these guys. What do they wear? Some kind of freaking transparent suit for the arms and the shins and the legs or whatever? I don't know. Just you never see any scratches on these guys. I'd be scratched like freaking crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go pick my nose again there. You don't mind? Don't worry. I ain't far. Not far. Yeah, so this is it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move in June because I'm not gonna pay $1,020 a month for a bachelor. That's not. Nope. I can get a one bedroom for sure. Yeah, but sometimes they slide with their knees against. I don't know if it's real grass or other artificial turf or whatever. I mean, it must be like carpet burn at the very least. It's like carpet burn. So if it's like carpet burn, it burns and it scratches. So there's skin exposed. So because some of them you can see like their knees are exposed or something like that, or their the top of their legs are exposed. I mean, there's got to be some form of carpet burn at some point. And they remind me of Magnus Robot Fighter with his shorts and his white boots and his T-shirt. He never has a scratch, and he's fighting freaking metal robots. Come on, it's got to be one of them that can get a scratch at some point. So yeah, but they make great plays. Sometimes I'm frustrated watching them play because come on, why are you running? The guy moves 3 yards. What the hell is 3 yards? No, pass the throw the ball. Throw the ball and you'll get it a lot further than 3 yards with the guy who's running. He weighs 180 pounds and he's trying to go through 450 pounds of muscle. So that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, yes, it does. I mean, come on. But you never see these guys having any freaking burns or anything, or like you don't see any blood or come on, show us something. I don't want to see the guy getting really injured where his leg goes like behind his left ear. So I mean, come on. That's not what I want to see. But if he scratches and maybe there's a drip of blood, so what? That's life. It's not the end of the world. It'll show kids that listen, hey, see, he got himself up and he's still playing. No, I think they're like plastic or something like rubber cleats. They're still cleats, but they're rubber or something like that there. Well, I imagine with metal cleats, I guess. But now I guess they're rubber or something like that, so that they. Yeah, this setup I have there is really weird. If I want to use this mic, I have to go through my mixer. Then I have to plug in my Bluetooth headphones, but I have to plug them in with a physical wire to the mixer, and I have to plug the mixer in my laptop. Then I can hear what I'm saying with this microphone and these headphones. Then I can hear. Otherwise, if I use Bluetooth on the headphones, I'm screwed because that microphone is canceling that microphone. So so I have to plug my headphones in. That's the only thing that is preventing me from using this microphone every single time I do a live stream. I'd like to find a solution to that one, but there doesn't see. I tried. I presented the problem to a couple of people, sent them pictures of what connections I had to work with, and they all said the same thing. Yeah, you're pretty much limited by what you have. But it's okay. At some point, I'll try it just for the fun of it. Not tonight. Had too much to drink to even attempt that one. Nope. And now I'm close to my modem. Well, it's not a modem, it's some kind of a tower. I can plug in this guy to have a hard line for my internet, which will go out faster, which is like freaking weird because I have excellent internet connection, even when I'm outside. Oh, I bring my laptop on my porch, and which is something I'm hoping that I can do at the next place. I want to set up to be able to go either outside or stay inside and do a live stream inside, no problem. I'll try to have things in the background so that it's interesting. There's an interesting background, nothing anemic. You know who I'm talking about now? Only two that I know that are obsessed with white walls. Yeah, I have some alien action figures that deserve to be shown, but here there's no. Because I have the alien dog, I have alien and predator. That's a base. It's about this big. Alien on one side, the original alien Chappie or whatever they call them there on one side, the original predator on one side, eggs, alien eggs on the base. Some of them are closed, some of them are open. You can all remove the tops, all three of them, and they all have this little rubber face hugger inside. and the tail is bent enough that you can pretty much wrap it around the neck of someone and put the face hugger in someone's face, and it would probably stay. So on one of the small action figures. So I have that. I have I have a Pred alien with mouth open because there were two. There was a Pred alien with the mandibles open and a Pred alien with the mandibles closed. I had both. And I ordered a second one with the mandibles open, which I was going to give to, I thought was a friend of mine. And something happened. I didn't give it. I kept it. So I sold the other two to someone, which I regret selling the closed mandibles because I would have had both. Hey, take care, Jay. Thanks for joining. Y'all come back now. You hear? Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to have that Space Ghost Phantom Cruiser. Go choose some paint. Bring pictures on my phone. The color of the Phantom Cruiser. Worst comes to worst, I'll bring one of my comic books. Yeah, I wanna get paint for that. That's gonna be fun to paint. It's the right time because there's still sunlight. I can do it outside. All I have to do is put a plastic bag on the floor, on the ground. Just put weights in the corner. It has its own base, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm gonna go all out for one coat of black for the base. I'm gonna start with the base, and then I'm gonna do the yellow for the ship. I can paint the windows out. That I don't have to worry about anything. I can paint the windows out. Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone. But I think I'm gonna go watch a movie. I might watch Nobody Part Two again because I watched it this afternoon, but I wasn't really paying attention. So thanks for joining, and be safe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment if you're watching the replay. And no, well, I'll try to do some here and there, and I'll try to. Good night, Las Cruces. Thank you for coming. Thanks to everyone. Good night, y'all.